We're swimming. Good morning and welcome to another pursuit. Today we are going mud crab trapping. Bonyek, my Sherpa.
Morning.
Had a friend who he asked if they knew a place to go mud crab hunting, and of course they do, and of course they offered, just like everybody here. They're just so helpful and willing to give of their time. We're gonna go bait some traps. We bought some bait earlier, dropped it off, and we're gonna bait some traps. And we are going to get out there while it's low tide to set the traps. And as it goes to high tide and comes back to low tide, hopefully the crabs will get trapped in the traps, and we will have a late lunch or early dinner. So stay tuned. I'm excited about this one, and I'll tell you why in a bit once we get on the road. The sun's about to come up in about half an hour or so. Welcome to the pursuit. Good morning. We are in Lobok. What area is this called? Agape. So it's a real cool area. We always pass by this area to go to the city and things like that, and there's just these fields of, what are they? The Nipa trees. And the Nipa trees are harvested to make Nipa huts and little weaving baskets and other things like that. So they're submerged in water during the high tide, muddy during the day, and I was always curious on what's out there, and apparently there's a bunch of stuff to harvest. There's mud crabs, clams. Today we're going to take you out. We're going to set some traps. They're baiting them right now, and we'll get into the action of that. And I'll take you out there to see what we can catch, and hopefully we get some dinner. Thanks for following the pursuit. The bait that they're using is flying fish, which is pretty cool because I didn't realize they were so abundant here. Isot is our guide. He's on the left here, and he's so gangsta. He's got a little tobacco wrapped in lumboy leaves and just like a little joint, but don't worry, it's just tobacco. So these are homemade traps. So they get the nylon netting, and it looks like little ties, and they make this little creative basket. So the crabs come in one way here, go in, and can't find their way back out, and they crawl in there to grab. What you'll see in there is they tied little sardines that we bought in little nets and tied it up in there so they can't just rip the bait out. So it's nicely tied in there. Little creative ones. So we've got about 20 of these traps that we're going to be setting out there. The crabs aren't huge. As you can see, the hole is about the size of my palm and fingers, but the crabs can get really big. Over here there's a lot of pressure just because of the population, and so we're going to be looking for medium-sized crabs, and if we stumble across any big holes, we'll stick our little rod in there and see if we can pull something out.
It's lapok time. Are you ready, boss?
Yep.
Okay.
You gotta capture everything. I'm glad I was following these guys. I mean, even the kids knew what they were doing, but it can get really thick in there and it's really disorienting where you don't even know which way you're going. So I'm glad I had some local guides. Setting the traps. Yeah. This is like knee-deep mud and water. Clams. It was just in the water? Oh, stepping on it. So with experience, as they're stepping through the mud and sinking a foot into it, 2 feet into it, they actually feel around with their toes to see if they can feel any hard shells, and they are clams. Let me see. Oh, did I get one? Uh-oh. Fail. I tried, y'all. It's nice and cool in here.
Yeah.
All the shade. And you know what? Once you get past the smell, because at first you smell the decay, the rot of the plants and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But once you get past that and you get used to it, you can smell how sweet the Nipa trees are. So these things are in the mud, and as they're walking, they're feeling for them with their feet. And if they feel something hard,
yeah, they're getting out.
I found my first mud clam, copying what the kids were doing. And they just look for these little piles where they're digging up. All right, so this is how the clam holes look like. Which one? Oh. Kind of just stick themselves out from time to time. And you cut 4 pieces, right? All right, that trap will catch the biggest one.
Wow.
I hope.
Yeah.
All right, so we've set over 20 traps, and it's amazing because I'm like, everything looks the same to me around here. Look at this. So I don't know where or how or what they do to memorize where all their traps are at. They've got 20 something of them set up to a place that looks like you're not going to have footprints after the water comes up and goes down. And I don't know how they do this, but I guess once you do something over and over and over, you become kind of an expert at it, and it comes natural to you. I mean, this looks foreign to me, but it might be where they're in their element.
So they said that they can identify the crabs inside, because if you saw a hole,
Yeah.
and then the steps are distance like this,
Yeah.
so that means there's a
crab.
big crabs. So
Oh.
those
Holes.
some holes, so those crabs are they're not getting big It's another kind of crabs.
Oh yeah.
Small one.
So these holes are the small holes, not for the big crabs. You have to see footsteps going sideways. There are different channels between the trees here, and that's one of them. And what the channels are used for is they float the little boats through, so when they're harvesting and they're cutting these Nipa leaves, and you can kind of see where some have been harvested, the old ones, kind of where they've been cut, they will drag them out to the water area, the canals, and the canals then would have a waterway system of collecting all the leaves, taking it to one place, and then it would get processed so that way it can get turned into Nipa products. Look at this hat, very well themed for the but this is not Nipa, but it's something similar that the weave would look like that. But anyways, that is, if you're wondering how the heck when you're knee deep in water and mud, how they get through and work the channels. But there is a system to all this. Mad respect for those who come through in this job. Maybe we can find some time to make a video of them and what they do for this Nipa stuff and the finished products. These are the fruits. Looks like a mini coconut type of deal. Oh, here goes the meat. Like that, huh? Yeah, texture like coconut. Flavor like a not sweet coconut, but it also has a different flavor like a fruit. I can't nail the fruit down.
Balik. Here's the meat. Just like coconut.
Traps are set. We are gonna let high tide come in. The traps come in, or the traps are set, so the crabs will go hopefully in the traps. And then we will trek back out to grab the traps later on once the tide goes down. Probably around 3 o'clock today. The tide goes high at about 10. We started at 5, 6 o'clock this morning, 5 o'clock, then probably got here by 6. And then we will continue this pursuit, the pursuit of crabs today.
Today is the birthday of Isok.
It's your birthday?
Yeah!
Alright! Alright, since Iskuya is Isok's birthday, we found out by the lady yelling across the street while we were coming back, saying happy birthday, happy birthday. And Manyako's like, whose birthday is it? And he goes, mine. So Salt is our little guide for the mud crab hunting right now. So we want to surprise him. We got a little chocolate cake. We're gonna grab some food at the market. Brought the little barbecue. And we're just gonna hang out for lunch instead of just waiting at home for the crabs to crawl into the cages. We're gonna go and hang out and have some fun. And then once that's done, we'll go back and check our traps. The weather is looking good today, cloudy. Not too hot. Not so hot. So, having a good time. And I brought my entourage. Say hi, Nelpy. A special way to say thank you to Isad on his birthday. He takes us out was we wanted to do a little birthday party meal for them while we waited for the tide to go up. So we made a little run to the market here and picked up a little cake for him. And the hospitality here is so crazy. They wouldn't even let us just throw the party or throw a little meal. They would have to join in on the fun. And they gave everything that they could. They gave us their time, which was wonderful. They actually harvested one of their native chickens that they had, and so that's a special occasion. And not often do they just, have their animals harvested just for meals every day, but only on special occasions. So today was one of them. Talk about labor of love. They made fresh coconut milk, hand squeezed, hand cut from their backyard. They harvested chicken. Everything was fresh, everything was organic, and it was just an amazing time together just to even hang out and process all this stuff to cook. There you go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Movie star. Yay! Alright, this is that native chicken that they harvested just for us. It's a fresh coconut milk that they just open the coconuts, squeeze the juice out of the meat, and marinated with this, and it's a little spicy. Not too spicy. I would say it's on a level of like a scale of 10, like 2 on the spice. But the chicken is tough, chewy, delicious. The marinade is all the way in there. They added something. Why is it red? Did they add turmeric or
no,
pepper?
What do you call it? In local, we call it a sweaty. The red one. And they put it like that.
Sweaty. I'll figure out what that is, and I'll tell you guys down below. Let me get back to you guys on that. Here's the other part. So those clams that we caught earlier, so you gotta clean them out for like 5 days. And after they're cleaned out for 5 days, they are fresh enough, or not fresh, they're fresh, but they're clean enough to eat once the poop is all out. And so they made this little soup with egg noodles. I'm not sure what else is in there, but this clam right here. Alright, I'm gonna get eating. We're gonna go continue on with our hunt to see what's in the traps later. But I'm so thankful. It's a blessing. Happy birthday, the Mud Crab King, Mr. Isot. And I'm gonna finish this food and then we're gonna get going here. Continue on with the pursuit. Alright. This is the second session. So the traps have been sitting for about, let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, about 7 hours. And so we set it when it was lower tide. The tide went high and now it's going back down so we can go pick up the traps. And hopefully the small flying fish attracted some mud crabs into the traps. And the reality is sometimes it's fishing. Sometimes you catch them, sometimes you don't. But hopefully, me and Von Rex, we were watching a lot of YouTube of people catching mud crabs, getting us excited.
Yeah.
So So we have some guests, so the kids are gonna go out and experience a little bit of earning their food, earning dinner. Here we go. They come off. All right, the kids are out of school, so these are my kids, and they wanted to come and get down and dirty. Oh, it's just us. Okay, go. Let's go see what they got. We got them, yo. Huh? All right, so let me show you the difference. This is a young palm, and you can see that there's no leaves yet. This is a palm that has opened up, and there's leaves. So these that they've opened up are the ones that they harvest for the leaves for the Nipa, and they use that to make shelter, Nipa huts, kind of different things. Pretty cool, huh? That is a mud crab.
Daddy, don't let it hit your camera.
Oh, it's trying to shake my hand. We only got a few mud crabs and a few other types of crabs, and so there's a mixture of different crabs, and all about the size of my hand, and yeah, we're gonna be able to make a meal with them.
Over here.
Okay, you doing good?
Yep.
Alright. Diyan pag una ba kay malipatag sa ata age.
Going though. Wow. We made it yet?
Yeah.
We're out and alive. And we got some crabs in the traps too, so let's go check them out.
Oh. Ice yan. Light.
Ikaw rin sumdo, di ba ba? Ano? Ikaw, ako mo mo. Ako na putang ini, ha? Ha? Oo, di ba?
Labi do sa ta. Kilaw gyud, kilaw.
There's a mud crab right there.
Come on.
Oh, yeah. Not a lot of meat then, huh?
Kanang ko na to kamay. Di mo siya na, hilo na.
Bundre.
Kene. Kene.
Dugangi pa. Gamay.
Cooked by the Sprite. Garlic.
Ibaling ko kay.
The secret ingredient in this dish was Sprite. Crabs weren't as big as I thought they would be, but they were delicious. They had a good amount of meat. They weren't as hard as I thought they were going to be to break apart. Even the legs were delicious. And so the clams are just a lot cleaner. I mean, them being buried in the mud, filtering everything in there. I didn't think that they were going to be as good as they were, but they were delicious. And the Sprite and mixture that they put together with the fresh native rice and fresh coconuts, oh, you couldn't ask for anything fresher than this. It was a delicious, delicious meal. The pursuit of coconuts, the first ever YouTube channel documenting the startup of a crowd-funded social enterprise. So join us as we share our journey to start a global business based around coconut products. We'll need your help, your insight, and your support to make it all possible. The Pursuit of Coconuts is just more than a blog. It's a tribe here to change the world of business. So join us on the pursuit of coconuts.